This exhibition is about two cities. It's like to tell the tale of two cities. One city is Chandigarh in northern India, which was planned out almost from scratch around 1951, the beginning of the plan, and at the time it was a city for 150,000 inhabitants. And the other one is Casablanca. We are in Morocco, North Africa, and Casablanca started from an existing city. It was already there, but actually only a city of about 50,000 inhabitants in 1946. And when the whole history started of the new planning, it was planned to accommodate 250,000 inhabitants. Why did we choose these two cities? Because they represent a new way of thinking and planning the modern city.
There are, of course, simultaneously other cities planned. We could talk about Brasilia, for instance, which is another one of these cities. We believe that Chandigarh and Casablanca belong to another league of modern cities.
Chandigarh and Casablanca were planned with a certain generosity, an openness towards the local conditions and the existing settlements. In a way, they wished to accommodate a dialogue with local cultures and social characteristics. Both cities came into being in a condition that we now recognize as a condition of decolonization. India was independent state since 1947, while Morocco was since the immediate post-World War II period in a state of transition.
Architects that had previously been working in a colonial context, for instance, suddenly lost the colonial entities, the colonial powers as their commissioners, let's say, just because the colonies disappeared, because we entered the time of decolonization. This means, of course, that architects, they were absorbed, I would say, in another sort of logic, a logic of technical assistance, a logic of development aid, and there were very important organizations, or international organizations, you could say, like the United Nations, who were driving this. Probably the most important new method or approach is indeed the idea of a survey. When previous modern architects, they were analyzing, or they were planning, through standards and norms, let's say, which were universally applicable, we see right now an attitude which is very much about exploring, surveying, mapping the terrain, let's say, through a variety of techniques. Through normal photography, aerial photography, diagramming, and so on and so forth. So the notion of mission is a very, very important notion, and you will see that in the exhibition that we are making, we've assembled a variety of these mission reports, which were made indeed, were commissioned sometimes by the United Nations, sometimes by the Ford Foundation. These new networks of expertise, Casablanca and Chandigarh, would function as examples. They were really showing how a new way of planning could be done for these various localities in the global south. And in some kind of way, one could say that the approaches to Casablanca and to Chandigarh would start to travel the entire world.